Alright, so before the video starts, I just wanted to give you guys all a quick heads up on something I've decided to do for this series. I'm going to start blogging about it, writing about everything that's happened from the point of the previous video up to the current video. So either before or after you watch this video, I highly recommend clicking on the blog link in the description. And I also want to mention that I did get this idea from Moonlight Swami, another sports gaming YouTuber, who I would say is one of my influences. And I'm not trying to straight up copy what he's doing or just like completely rip everything from his series. I thought it was a cool idea. I really haven't seen anyone else besides him do it. So I'm kind of just putting my own flair into it, my own style. So I figured I'd mention that. And don't forget to check out the blog in the description. And I hope you all enjoy the video. Thanks. Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning into Houston Astros Network. We are here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas today to watch a matchup between the hometown Houston Astros and the visiting, not very far away in Arlington, the Texas Rangers. Houston Astros are 22-16 on the season, 18-20. The Texas Rangers coming to this one, and the Houston Astros are coming into this one first in the AL West standings. Very surprising season, currently tied with the Oakland Athletics. Now let's take a look at the lineup that manager Ron Washington has assembled for the Texas Rangers, leading off shortstop Elvis Andrus, in left field Shin-Soo Choo, first base Prince Fielder, in the cleanup spot third baseman Adrian Beltre, and the rest of the lineup rounding things out. On the mound today for the Houston Astros, we have right-hander Alex White, who is 2-1 this season with a 2.85 ERA, 7 games, 47.1 innings, 42 hits, 10 walks, and 33 strikeouts. Solid season from the right-hander Alex White as this is his rookie season here with the Astros. Now leading things off, we have Elvis Andrus, the shortstop, batting .248 in the season with 11 RBIs. And here's the kick and the pitch on the 0-2 count from White as he's going to ground this one to the first baseman Chris Carter. Next batter up is the left fielder Shin-Soo Choo, who usually destroys right-handing pitching, but he's gotten off to a very slow start this year as he's only batting .215 as you see right there. He just pops that one up to the right fielder, Destin Ackley. That's going to be a can of corn out there in right center. 2 outs, 2-2 count here for the first baseman, Prince Fielder, and White's going to be able to strike him out in the splitter there, swinging. Now we flip things around to the bottom first, and let's take a look at the lineup Bo Porter's assembled for our hometown Astros. Leading off, we've got center fielder Dexter Fowler, third baseman Jose Altuve playing for the tired Matt Dominguez, DH Kendry Morales, first baseman Chris Carter in the cleanup spot, and the rest of the lineup to line things out. On the mound for the Rangers today, we have Colby Lewis, who is 4-1 with a 4.11 ERA. He has allowed 51 hits, 10 walks, 42 strikeouts, 7 games, and 46.0 innings. Leading things off here in the bottom of the first inning for the Astros is the center fielder Dexter Fowler, who is batting a .353 this year in second in the AL. He has 5 home runs and 22 RBIs as well. And here's the 1-0 pitch from Colby Lewis as Dexter Fowler is going to give this a ride to deep center field. But the center fielder is able to get there quite easily as he's under that one for the first out of the bottom first inning here. That's going to bring up Jose Altuve, all 5'6" of him, usually playing second base but playing third today for the slumping Matt Dominguez. And here comes the 0-2 pitch, and Altuve is going to foul that one off. Interesting note about him, he is on an 8-game hitting streak at the moment, and he's batting .248 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs in the season. 0-2 pitch once again from Lewis, and he's going to take that one on the outside corner. That's going to be a strike called. The DH, Kendry Morales, at the plate now. He's only been playing on the team for a few weeks as he was recently signed from free agency, as he gives this one a card line drive up the middle, as that's going to be a base hit into center field. Let's mention real quick that Morales is DHing today because he's been a little bit tired, and Bill Porter doesn't want to keep his bat out of the lineup, so he's letting Chris Carter play first, and Morales DH. Speaking of Chris Carter, here is the number 4 hitter, the Astros cleanup man, leading the team with 9 home runs, also batting .226 and 29 RBIs, as he gives this one a jolt to left field, and that's going to be absolutely pummeled out in the left field, and that's over the fence for a home run, 10th of the season for Chris Carter, the power hitter here for the Houston Astros. That's going to be a 2-run shot here from Carter, as that's going to give the Astros an early 2-0 lead. Now we've got Alex Presley up with the 1-0 count, 2 outs, as he's going to slap this one into center field. At the center field is going to be able to get to that one, and that's going to end the first inning. Bottom of the second now after a very silent first from the Houston Astros. No outs, 0-1 count on Destin Ackley, and he's going to rip this one to the shortstop, but the shortstop's going to be right there to grab it. Next batter up in the inning is Mike Zunino, the catcher. Zunino and Ackley came over from Seattle when the Astros shipped Jason Castro over there in a deal. Zunino coming in this one, batting just over the Mendoza line, batting 206, but that's not going to stop him from giving this one a ride over the left field fence. That's an absolute moonshot, as it's a no-doubt solo home run here to give the Astros a 3-0 lead here. Bo Porter has got to be happy with what his Astros have been doing this season, as they are off to a very surprising season. First in the AL West, tied with the Oakland Athletics. Not far behind them is the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. 2 outs and bottom of the second now, 2-1 count. The Astros have a 3-0 lead, and here's the kick from Colby Lewis, and the pitch as Stephen Drew is going to give this one a jolt in the center field, as that's going to be a base hit for this newly acquired shortstop, Stephen Drew. Top of the third now, that's going to bring up the second baseman here for the Texas Rangers, Jurickson Profar, the ex-Little League World Series participant for the country of Curacao. As the 0-1 count here, 1 out on Profar, as he's going to give this one a ride to left field, opposite field shot. That's an absolute no-doubter for the rookie Profar. So far in this game, that has been Alex White's only mistake, as he's been very solid here early on. We'll see if that one's going to get to his head or not, if he's going to be able to bounce back and have the mindset of a quarterback where you can't remember the last drive or the last pitch. Pick this one back up in the bottom of the fourth, 0-1 count. No outs here for Alex Presley. And here's the pitch from Colby Lewis. Says Presley's going to slap this one up the middle for a base hit. There's a base runner for the Houston Astros to lead things off here in the fourth inning. Man on first for Dustin Ackley at the plate now, 0-0 count. He's going to be first pitch swinging. He's going to slap this one into right field. That's going to be man on first and second here to lead things off in the bottom of the fourth inning. Next batter up is the second baseman, LJ Hose. 0-1 count. No outs still, and he's going to ground this one to the second base. Oh, it's going to get past Profar as Presley's rounding third, heading for home, as he's going to slide in there for a fourth run of the ball game. That's going to be a 4-1 game now. Runners on second and third here. 1-2 count for Mike Zunino. Here's the pitch from Lewis, as he's going to rip this one over the shortstop's head, and that's going to score the man from third. And Hose is going to slide into third. I'm just barely advancing on that play. And after those 2 runs, that's going to end Colby Lewis's day, as the left-hander Matt Harrison's going to come in, who has appeared in 6 games so far with a 6.92 ERA, 7 walks, 9 strikeouts, and 13 innings pitched. Not a very strong season so far for Matt Harrison, but he's going to get the ball here for Ron Washington. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs now for Jose Altuve. Here's the pitch from Harrison as Altuve is going to ground this one, but it's going to get past the second baseman Profar once again, and that's going to advance the runner to third, but no, he's not. He's going to get thrown out at third by the center fielder, as Zunino isn't able to have enough speed to get to third, and that's going to end the inning, but not before the Astros can make this a 6-1 ball game. Top of the fifth now, 2 outs in the inning for Alex White. Here's the 2-2 count, the kick, and the pitch from White, and that's going to be a splitter down in the zone, and he's going to get the batter swinging on that one, as White is just tearing through this lineup despite that one given up home run from Jurickson Profar. Bottom of the sixth now, as LJ Hose comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and an RBI. He's had a very surprising season so far. He was expected to be a Double-A starter, or if anything, just another body on the MLB team. But he's shown he can be productive, as right here he's going to slap this one up the middle. That's going to be another base hit for LJ Hose, keeping his average above the 300 mark there. 1 out in the inning now, 0-0 count for Mike Zunino with LJ Hose on first. Here's the kick and the pitch from Harrison, as Zunino's going to ground this one to the third baseman. He's going to go for 2, and then he's going to go for 1, as that's going to be a double play to end the inning, as Mike Zunino grounds into a double play. Top of the seventh now, 1-0 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from White, and Rios is just going to line this one into the ground to Alex White, but White throws it over the head of the first baseman, Chris Carter, and he's going to advance to second. They thought they were going to get the inning there, but they weren't able to. Rangers weren't able to get anything going off that error from Alex White, so that brings up Stephen Drew here in the 0-1 count in the bottom of the seventh, as he's going to slap this one out left field, opposite field, right in front of Shin-Soo Choo for a base hit. There's a base runner to start things off in the 7th inning. Jose Altuve at the dish now. Stephen Drew still at first, 1 out. 0-1 count here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Harrison, as Altuve is able to jack that one in the left center gap. Stephen Drew's rounding second, heading for home now. but he's going to held up on third, as that's going to make runners second and third now here in the 7th inning for the Astros. Second and third, 1 out, 0-1 count for Kendra Morales. He's going to ground this one to Profar, but that's going to score the runner from third. Now we've got a 2 outs, man on third situation. That's going to bring up first baseman Chris Carter, as he already has a 2-run shot on the day. And he's going to jack this one to left center, deep left center. That's high up in the air. And that's his second 2-run shot of the ball game. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs for Chris Carter. He came into this one having 9 home runs leading the Astros. He now leads the team with 11. As Carter rounds the bases, Harrison's just got to be thinking to himself that Washington's going to come out here any minute now and take him out of this one, as that's going to be a 9-1 lead here for the Astros. Once again, I'm just going to keep bringing up how the Astros have had a very surprising season. There are no star-studded players on the Astros roster, but they're managing to string something together here. I don't know what it is, but they're managing to do something. That's going to bring in the right-hander now, Juan Oviedo, 12 games pitched, 4.24 ERA, 1-0 on the season. First batter Oviedo is going to face here is the right fielder Dustin Ackley, who was 1 for 3 with a single and a run on the game today. First pitch here from Oviedo, as Ackley is going to rip this one in the right center gap. That's going to be back to the wall. That's going to be off the wall. Ackley's rounding second, heading for third, and he's going to slide in. Feet first here for third. That's going to be a triple. First batter Oviedo faces here is a triple to Dustin Ackley, and now LJ Hose is up with a man on third, and he's going to ground this one to the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. He's going to fire to first. But Ackley is going to score from third in the play, and that's going to be a 10-1 ball game for the Astros now. Steven Drew up now with the 1-0 count and 2 outs, as he's going to give this one a jolt to right center field, and that's going to be gone over the fence for a solo shot, and that's going to make the ball game 11-1 here for the Astros. Right about now, the only thing the Rangers can hope for is that when the Astros come to Arlington, they can defend their home field as well as the Astros are defending theirs. Now we pick things up in the top of the 9th, as Alex White is going to be looking to pitch a complete game here. As this one's going to be a ground ball to LJ Hose. He's going to take his time with that one. I don't know what he's doing over there. As Sin-Soo Choo is able to beat that one out quite easily, as that's going to be ruled an error on LJ Hose at second base. And that's 4 errors tonight for the Houston Astros. Not a very solid defensive performance, but their bats made up for that. Next batter up is the first baseman, Prince Fielder, 2-2 count. He's going to ground this one past Altuve at third. Presley is going to get this one on the left, throw it into the cutoff man, but not before it's first and second here in the top of the 9th. And now that's going to be the end of Alex White's day. Bo Porter's going to come onto the mound now. They wanted to give him a chance at the complete game as they were up 11-1. They still are, but they don't want to give the Rangers any more runs. And that's going to be a round of applause now from the Houston faithful. Now they're going to bring in Josh Fields, the right-hander, 13 games this season, 2-3 record, 3.24 ERA, 25.0 innings pitched, 6 walks, 33 strikeouts on the season, the former first-round pick. First batter he faces here is Adrian Beltre, as he gets on the strikeout on the outside fastball there. Getting things started here off nicely for the rookie Josh Fields. Next man he faces is Mitch Moreland. Here's the 12-6 curveball up in the zone, and Mitch Moreland's going to swing through that one. That's going to be 2 strikeouts here for Fields in the inning. Next batter he's facing is Alex Rios. He gives him a high fastball. He's going to swing through that one, and Fields strikes out 3 to end the ball game and give the Houston Astros the win. Very impressive outing from Alex White. Very impressive to showcase of the Houston Astros bats, and just all-around disappointing performance from the Texas Rangers. We have a new dominant team here in the state of Texas as the Houston Astros now take a 1-game lead in the AL West. As you see on that scoreline right there, Colby Lewis got knocked out of 3 innings after giving up 6 earned runs in 3 innings, 8 hits. On the other side of things, Alex White pitched 8 innings, only allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Very solid performance from the rookie Alex White. And on the hitting side of things, Chris V. Carter, 4 at-bats, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs for the slugger. And Chris Carter collects the Player of the Game award for that stellar performance he put in with his bat this game. That's pretty much going to wrap things up here at Minute Maid Park. Don't forget to take a look at the box score on your way out, as that's always interesting. And also, don't forget to tune in next time on Houston Astros Network.